Well, howdy everyone. It's been a while, probably a couple months at this point. I've been continuing to lose weight, down to 367 pounds as of today. I'm recording this at night, so video quality might be a little bit low. I just got a computer upgrade. I've been busy trying to find work. None of that stuff's been working out, and I've been pushing the exercise a lot more lately. Been working out with a Marine, and he pushes me pretty hard. We just did 3 miles tonight, so I've been pretty busy with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just got a Ryzen 1600 system going, so video production should be a lot better. And yeah, I know I've said it before, there'll be more content, but this time I want to actually start incorporating some of the exercise stuff. I want to get some footage while I'm doing that. That's a little bit problematic because I only have the camera at the moment. A GoPro or something like that probably be much better, or something along those lines to do that with. Otherwise it'll just be all handheld and jerky, and nobody's probably going to want to watch it because it's going to probably make people sick, so with all the shaking. So anyways, just an update on what's been going on. The diet, I've made some tweaks too. I've been introducing carbs in a little bit more because I feel pretty flat when I work out, when I'm just doing the Atkins. I don't really have much fuel there. Yeah, and you're just gonna cruise right across the lap, aren't you? No, you can't have that. That's my water. You have your own. Anyways, that's my cat Dakota, who's determined to steal my mouse pad and my water. I know you want my water. You have some. I give you fresh water all the time. So anyways, that's pretty much what I've been up to. I even had a couple of applications in with government jobs, United States Postal Service and the TSA for Transportation Security Officer. I got so far as the test, and then they did a call-in, but I didn't even get the email until after the slots were all full. So now I have to wait around for the next opportunity, and that kind of really sucks that they don't schedule it based on, like, you know, who's put their applications in like order. It's kind of like a free-for-all at that point. So at least it's a lesson learned, and I know that from now on I set up forwarding to my phone, so it alerts me or it checks every 5 minutes. So if I get another one of those, I'm definitely going to be able to get in on one of those slots. And that's pretty much it. Just losing weight. I don't even know what I weighed the last time I did an update. It was probably over 380 for sure. So 367 and, you know, some change as of tonight. It's been kind of slow going because I've been having, like, you know, gains of like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and I got to push down 15 pounds to get rid of the 10 that I gained and have a net of 5 loss. So by the time it's all said and done, when I get down to my goal weight of about 220, 225 or whatever, I'm probably going to have lost like double that or more. I haven't been keeping like an accurate track of it or anything, because details like that just kind of, like, I don't know, they're supposed to be important to give you markers and stuff like that, but for me the ultimate goal is getting down to my goal weight. I've kind of set like markers along the way where, like, oh, this month I'd like to, you know, be at this weight, but you can't always do that, you know, because sometimes you hit a plateau and then your body's being really stubborn. So I've also had to kind of do like a carb cycling thing, go off of the Atkins for a bit, because I think the body starts getting resistance to that kind of weight loss. It doesn't want to give up the fat. And then I cycled back to it, and You know, I've been having things like oatmeal that I put into the diet now. I do that like an hour before I go to work out or something, so I have some actual carb energy to burn, but it's, you know, complex carb, so it doesn't just all turn to sugar and go into fat and all that kind of stuff. I'm actually burning it up. If there's any indication of accuracy with the app that I have, tonight's walk was about 1 mile downhill and 2 miles uphill. So out of the 3 miles that I did. And these are steep hills. We're talking about 30% grade or something like that. They kicked my butt pretty good. I've even gotten to the point now where I can like jog down the hills or even on the flatland for a bit. So I've progressed pretty good on that end with the physicality and the cardio is coming along. I've been doing that pretty steady now for probably about a month and a week now. And it's made a difference with that extra calorie burn. I really kind of just crunched through a bunch of weight recently. I've gotten back up to like over 380, 383 or something like that. So, I mean, I've probably dropped about 16 pounds in the last week and a half, 2 weeks now since I really started hitting the part of it was because I was probably intaking too much carbs again. I cut that down. Now it seems like I found a good balance again. So it's just always going to be like a balance thing with the diet. And that's what I want people to know. You know, if you're getting frustrated with where your diet is at, then, you know, tweak it. You know, don't just freaking give up on it, because at this point I'm down over 100 pounds from where I started. I was about 470. So I've already dropped 100. There's no way I'm going back. I'm so done being fat. I feel so much better now. You know, I sleep better. I have more energy. Obviously, physically, I can do more. I can be more active. And, you know, I'm still quite heavy. So it's going to be freaking awesome when I get underneath that 300-pound marker. I'm probably going to be, you know, I'm probably going to be jogging most of the time. And keep in mind too, like your physical activity, as you're bigger, you don't need to like go out and try to run. Just walking, you're going to burn a ton of calories because you're carrying a lot more load on your frame. The apps account for your weight, so as you get lighter though, your calorie burn for the same effort is going to go down. The guy I work out with, he burns half as much calories as I do, unless he pumps up the intensity. Then he can burn the calories, but then he's got to cover twice the distance I do, and he has to do it at a jog because he's like 160 something pounds. So keep that kind of stuff in mind too when you're doing that. And of course, it's only a rough estimate, but considering the amount of weight that I've dropped recently, I'm thinking I'm actually burning those calories off because I'm seeing it on the scale. And it's not just water, because I've been drinking water. This is probably going to be at least a gallon of water that I've intaked today. And I know I'm not dehydrated, and it's not just water loss, because I do perspire quite a bit when I'm working out, but I'm also drinking water, sipping it while I'm working out. Now, of course, you know, drinking that big old cup along with I'm just having some protein, you know, give the muscles a little bit of, you know, protein, because I do work them out pretty good. We also stop like every quarter miles. I forgot to mention that. And then we do like squats, or we even got down and did some crunches. We also did some forward lunges walking up the hill. And we stopped and used a wall to lean on to do some push-ups. And then we used that same wall to do dips. Yeah. So yeah, we incorporate some of those moves along there. And that really kind of kicks my butt. And then we're continuing to walk uphill. So I'm just like winded and, you know, exerting myself quite a bit. But, you know, it's good though, because it's definitely something last year that I did. I went to the gym. I did the bare minimum, 20 to 30 minutes on the treadmill. I kept it level. I didn't go uphill. I didn't do decline, stuff like that. Getting out and walking, like, I suggest you just go find yourself a flat place if you're just starting, you know, and go out and walk. I think it's a lot more, you know, and make sure you get your heart rate up a little bit. If you can, get yourself a heart rate monitor. I still need to do that. Try to find a comfortable level. Make sure you're actually breathing a little bit heavy, but you can still talk. You don't want to like hyperventilate yourself or anything like that. And as always, you know, I'm just trying to tell you guys what I do that's been working for me. But, you know, as usual, consult with your doctor and everything like that, because, you know, if you have other health issues that you aren't aware of or I'm not aware of, I can't account for everybody's personal needs, because that's what it really is. It's like what you have to do for you. You have to figure that out. And that's what I pretty much did. I gave up on doctors, the whole, you know, people trying to tell me what to do at the gym, all that kind of stuff. Nothing just beats getting out there and just putting your feet to the pavement and putting some miles under you, and do it at a brisk pace. That'll get you sweating, get your heart rate up, and that's going to burn some calories. And, you know, along with the diet, can't stress enough about figuring out the food, because I've had to make tweaks along this whole way so far for this first 100+ pounds that I've dropped. So just keep that in mind. There's never, like, I don't think anyone's got any single formula they could stick to throughout the whole thing, because I've hit a couple of plateaus now where I've stopped losing weight for about a month, put some back on, had to figure out the diet and the exercise to push it off, and then go below that, make the body realize that, hey, it's okay, we can go back to doing this, you know, we're fine. Because it's really stubborn about wanting to hold on to what it gains, what it thinks it needs, and it's like, we don't need this much. Nobody does. Nobody needs this much. So, you know, and it's like, I've got back problems, you know, I've had, you know, my gallbladder, lost my gallbladder. I think I've probably already gone through that, but anyone new watching this, I lost my gallbladder because of it. I had cellulitis that lost me my job. And, yeah, some big wake-up calls last year, especially the gallbladder. That was emergency surgery, came out in just the day before my birthday. So I spent 3 days in the hospital over my birthday last year. Not fun. You know, and it's like I'm getting up there in age. I'm 45, so that, you know, it's good to get it done now while I still have a little bit of youth on my side. Before over 50 or trying to do it at 60, that'd be way harder, and especially on the bones and the body, because I have arthritis, I have back problems. I even had to have, you know, nerve surgery because my hand got messed up and my hand was deteriorating on me. So I've had quite a number of physical ailments, you know, and I can't necessarily blame the obesity on this one. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but it might have been because I sleep and I pin my arm underneath me, which weight would probably be a factor in that, but I can't say for sure. But anyways, everything else, pretty much a weight factor, you know, and of course, dietary needs are going to be different for anybody who might have diabetes or whatnot. Luckily, I do not have that. I'm not even close. Atkins, however, is probably not going to be recommended by many doctors, but it's definitely a good diet for me because it keeps your sugar levels pretty even when you're on it, because you don't get these huge spikes of carb intake that creates sugar. So the pancreas doesn't have to, like, you know, produce a bunch of insulin and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that definitely keeps me on the good side there of, you know, not having diabetes. So at this point, you know, if I continue losing the weight, I should never develop it, and that'll be a good thing, because I've already had enough issues, and enough is enough. So any questions or anything, you guys can leave a comment below. I'll try to get to them, and, you know, good luck with your endeavors in losing weight, and hopefully anything I have to say will help. And I'm going to keep trying to produce these for everyone so you guys can see what's going on and how I'm dealing with it, and maybe give somebody else some inspiration.